Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is your producer motivation. Alright, so I'm gonna slow it down today. I've already did my run, and it was a great run. And right now I'm just about to press this shirt real quick so I can be spiffy. Anyways, the acoustics in here are really tight, so you guys should be able to hear me fairly well. So today's producer motivation is slap a rapper. Slap a rapper. Alright, so I know you guys, some of y'all will literally slap a rapper, but I say that loosely. Don't literally slap a rapper. Brother is not trying to tell you to slap a rapper. What I'm trying to tell you to do is really encourage the rapper, because we are the freaking conductors as producers. We are the Geppetto, so to speak, of the industry. You feel me? We determine the vibe of which way the music industry goes. We determine, rappers can only rap on the beats that we supply to them. So if we only supply a certain type of vibe, that's the vibe that they have to go in, or we have to catch the vibe that they provide when they come in. Like, can you make a beat that go shim shimmy lim shim shim? Or they'll bring a record in, like, my dad was playing this record and I heard this piece right here, can you take that and whatever. So as the freaking conductors of the industry, there's a certain type of respect that we should have to the artist, a certain type of respect that we should have to the industry, certain respect that we should have to ourselves, to our studios, and so on and so forth. And so I'm gonna kind of dig into some of the pitfalls that rappers can cause in the studio life. Hashtag studio life. Alright, so the biggest thing that I want to highlight in today's producer motivation is to encourage the rapper. I know the title was Slap a Rapper, but it's really to jostle your brain, to say, man, yo, that rapper is going around the wrong path. That rapper is not going to get his project done. That rapper is on the bobo. He on that dum-dum. He on that mank. So you might say, brother, what you mean encourage the rapper? It's a person that's paying my bills. This is a person that got the label deal. This is the person who I need to be subservient to. I need to listen to them, and I need to basically cater to them. And I'm not saying don't do that. What I am saying is don't be a yes man. And I'm also saying don't be afraid to tell your client the truth. If those bars suck, tell them that the bars suck. You feel me? And so, it's not really about the bars. This producer motivation is not about the bars. This producer motivation is more so about enthusiasm. So most rappers have a certain amount of individuals that they need to come to the studio with them. Some of them have security. Some of them have they have all different types of people that come to the studio with them. And so as a producer, it's important for you to be able to identify the counter. Back in the day, we used to call them cock blockers. The people who are counterproductive inside the studio. As like most rappers, they come in, they got a conglomerate. They got a whole clique. You don't need 13 people in the studio, bro. That's good to catch a vibe, and if y'all partying, y'all got a party vibe, you making a party album, and that's the go-to for this particular project, cool. I ain't knocking the party vibe. That's lit. At the same time, if every time you go to the studio you got a weed man, every time you go to the studio, the weed man, you got the beer man who got to go on the beer run. You know what I'm saying? The liquor man who go on the liquor run. Then you got the Zan man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Percocet man. So how many people's that already? Then you got the girl who got to bring the best friend, or she may have a clique of friends. They come into the studio. Long-term goals are very difficult to meet with too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So you got 13, 15 people in the studio. You trying to vibe, you trying to write. And some rappers are good at that. I'm not knocking the rappers who could have 50 people in the studio and knock a whole album out. You know what I'm saying? In a 72-hour session. I'm not knocking that. You know, meet your goal. But what I am saying is that if you got like, 3 drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, in the corner waiting for you to get out of the booth, and then you got, the beer man interrupting your writing process to get money, give you change, and not to mention the people who just kicking it just to kick it, to have bragging rights. Yeah, I'm kicking it with so and so. We at the studio, all on Instagram, blah flexing. Like, I mean, that's cool and all, but slap a rapper, man. Snap them out of it. You wasting your budget money, dude. All these people interrupting your writing process. You're not getting it done. Slap a rapper, man. Slap them. Be like, hey, man. Like, how many blunts y'all gonna smoke? You do realize that, you burning through studio time. And, being an entrepreneur, I understand. You want the rapper to waste money on studio time. You want them to come in there and be all zanned out. You know what I'm saying? You want them to come in and be on X and all that, so you can, tally up them hours. But here's the thing, like, when you are putting your name on the product, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all coming up with that quality if they all zanned out. Because sometimes you might have to slap a rapper, and if your production is affected by, having 1,500 people, because that's the thing. Like, if you could work with 1,500 people in the studio, I mean, that's dope too. But at the same time, if you gotta watch your equipment, you know what I'm saying, people looking shifty, they looking sideways. You gotta watch your equipment while you step out. You gotta run to the bathroom. Somebody might run out with your MPC. If that's the case, man, you just gotta slap a rapper, be like, hey, this can't go. I can't go. But at the same time, I want to motivate you to cultivate the type of relationship with the artist that you feel comfortable working one-on-one with them. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a rapper, because I know a lot of producers are rappers, if you're a rapper and you may be outsourcing to somebody else's studio, one good homie, man, one good homie that can have your back in the studio is dope. If you don't need security or whatever, one good homie can handle everything. Or even if you hire a PA, a personal assistant, that one person can run and get all the beer and Zans and weed and whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And you can have a one-on-one relationship with your producer, one-on-one relationship with your engineer, and everybody can work like a gel cohesively. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying earlier, too many cooks in the kitchen. Nah, that kick is weak. No, that's not the right snare. Put the other snare on that. You know what I'm saying, that I heard earlier. But like, ain't you the Percocet man? Do you make beats? Like, what have you done? Like, why are you putting input on the beat? She's like, do your job and stop worrying about mine. But encourage your clients, man, to be their best. And that's the gist of what I want to say in this producer motivation. Encourage them to be their best as they record with you, so that you feel comfortable putting your name on the product that you guys are creating together. Because, long term, it's not worth the money if you begin to start losing label support for your studio, because, Joe Eskimo MC has burnt through $45K worth of studio time, and they don't have the third and fourth options. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to have a 3-album deal with 5 options, and the 4th and 5th options aren't there because he was too high to record, or you know what I'm saying? The Zan man didn't make it back in time, so he went into a fit of rage and started tearing up studio equipment. I know that's wild, that's way left field, but gotta keep it spicy for y'all. So slap a rapper today, man. Snap out of it, boy, and get this project done, and so we can move on to the next thing, and let's go. You dig? Let's deal today. It's Bro Love. This been your producer motivation. Holler.